Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 23. Wrexham 2, Wigan 1. And if it didn't come with anything more than fun and excitement and a little bit of heart palpitations to get that W and the 3 points over the line in the final game of 2024, well, guess what? Holy shit. I was saying I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't do it. I love watching the games, but oh my God, what a match. Because we went on all the journey, the entire journey. We did it. What's going on, North Wales guy? How are you? Good to see you. We went on the big journey. We started out at minute 1. Oh, holy crap. We did not play well for 60 minutes, but we gathered and grew and did our thing and made subs and found a way to win. And that's what we continue to do. We found a way to win, and it wasn't pretty. It was like a Rocky match. And we were down, we were out, we were up, we're down. I find it that I think you said it the best was Rob McElhenney. He said, don't ever leave a Wrexham game. Don't ever leave a Wrexham game. So, but it was a wild ride. Yes, it was a wild ride. North Wales guy was an absolute wild ride. And, we had some really good performances in there. We had some subpar performances in there, but we came out, we found a way to win. And that's all that really matters. We sit in second on December 29th, going into 2025. Sit in second with 48 points, right behind Birmingham City, who drew today, and also Wickham lost today. Had some great results, and I got to tell you, I'm still coming down and doing the business. I had to take a minute there. We did extra time. Thanks for coming in on extra time. Always fun. Got to get more calls in on that. But today was about the victory of the 3 points, in spite of some lackluster performances on our side of things. And we got a game coming thick and fast on the first. So I'm just pumped that we found a way to win. I think everyone wants pretty football sometimes, but sometimes ugly football wins games too. Now I'll give credit on the other side. Wigan did come and they looked like a solid team. And I know they're 14th in the league, but they got some really good young players. Joe Hugel came through the Manchester United Academy. He's on loan. Had a great header on their end. Number 11 on their team was good. Number 6 was good. They had some good players. They asked a lot of questions of us. And as you can see on the thumbnail, we asked the final question. And we put it in there. Fletch Lives, as we know. Came out on top. An insane goal by him. It's one that I'm just like, how? What? When he was bringing Mo Fall on and Rev on at the end, I was like, sure, give him 4 minutes. Who cares? Whatever. I was fully anticipating a draw. And, that's just been, I was exhausted. I'm exhausted watching that game. But I love it. I love it. And that's why we bleed red and white. And I hope that everyone enjoyed the game too, although it was a frustrating one. We came out with the 3 points, and that's all I can really say about it. And it gives you moments to cheer, and I went through all the emotions: anger, frustration, happiness, cry, all the stuff, the relief, everything, all the stages of grief in a football match. So fair play to Boston going out, and now we're in second place. And we look at the table. We got interviews coming up with Parkinson, Fletcher, and Ryan Barnett, who got man of the match, and a great goal by Barney today too. Took matters into his own hands. So here it is in the table. Before we get to those interviews, Birmingham City drew today. Look at it. I know they have 2 games on us, but I'd rather have the points on the board than the games in hand. That's my thing. That's my say. They drew today. Obviously, we won. Look at our goal diff. 21-19 right there. Wickham Wanderers have 23. They dropped points today. They lost. So Huddersfield drew today. Stockport drew today. So it's all kind of taking shape. Now we're on the cliff right now because we're going into the new year, and January 1st the transfer window open, and these teams will spend. Birmingham City, they're going to spend. Wrexham are going to spend. Wickham are going to spend. And Huddersfield and Stockport are going to spend. This is all. It's going to turn into these probably 7 teams right here, but it's 4-2, and I think we're going to go up. I'll say it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I believe in this team. I think we're going to go up in one of the automatic spots. I just have a feeling. We got some magic. Magic isn't always clean, but we got some goddamn magic, and we showed it today. We showed class, even though every single team. I think this is Adrian that said this on Two Beards. Shout out to Two Beards, Adrian and Rousey. Said every single team says we're the shittest team that they've played. Granted, we continue to win football games and draw. We haven't lost all year at home, all season at home at the STōK Cae Ras. And granted, there's some we should have lost. There's some we should have lost. And today, we pulled it out. So happy where we are. I want to get into the interviews now, and please smash a like on the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the Local Pundit. As you can see, we are growing 1.43 on our way to 50,001. As you know, if you know, you know. But keep doing it. Help that algorithm out. Help the channel out, and the support is great. Thank you very much. And Koopy Splat's also here. Hello, how are you? Nicky D, what's going on, brother? And North Wales, before we do it, missed the game today. Ended up at Everton versus Forest. Sounded like a ride. It was a fucking ride. And Fletch, gotta love it. All right, well, let's start out with the gaffer. Let's start out with the gaffer first. Let's see what he has to say. Remember, I watched these with you first time, get that reaction, and see how it goes. So let's see what happens here.
Here at the STōK Cae Ras against Wigan, how do you reflect on that as a whole?
Yeah, they're a good side. We knew that away from home in particular. They've got some dangerous players, and were we at our best? Yeah, probably not. Well, we weren't. They pressed us and hurried.
He's been saying that a lot lately in these last few conferences. Were we at our best? Probably not. Probably not. But we're still winning football matches, and that's scary. That is scary. There's a lot of I don't want to say problems, a lot of issues that need to be sorted out that we hopefully could do that. But yeah, not at our best. We still find a way to win.
Out possession at times, and our structure without the ball. The detail of it wasn't quite where it needed to be at times, but in terms of kind of sticking to the job and showing character and strength and personality, I think all that was high. It's difficult to keep producing performances. You know, the Blackpool second half performance I thought was really, really good, and it's sometimes difficult. You look at the other results around the country. You know, Birmingham at home, Huddersfield at home, have failed to go back-to-back wins at home. So it's an amazing win for us against a good team. But the mentality of the group is so strong, and it showed again today.
I'll give them that 100%. You never see our heads go down. We might fuck up, you know, obviously, and here and there, and things might go wrong, but we never. Our heads never. Our performance drops sometimes. Okay, our performance drops, but we never put our heads down. We never put our heads down. We always go. We always keep going forward and try to do something, even though sometimes it doesn't come off. There's some things that we'll talk about a little later about these long balls we got to stop, but the headed down and the Palmer thing just divides people. But this, in spite of those things, we still continue to go on and win football matches. Raymond Blood says, no one better than Stephen Fletcher. Not at the moment, anyway. For 15 minutes, for a moment of brilliance, Raymond, you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Let's finish this off.
Results potentially going in your favour to just show how important it is to always find a way if you can.
Yeah, I mean, the results going in our favour. Obviously, not looking at that while the game's going on, and it's very early in the season. We're only at the halfway point. But yeah, it's always believing, isn't it? It's the I was watching the Sir Alex documentary yesterday, and Manchester United go right to the wire. We've got that mentality here. We go to the end. We always believe we can get a goal, and Fletcher's produced a real quality strike for us to win the game.
And speaking of Fletch,
he was watching the Alex Ferguson doc yesterday, and you could kind of say, listen, you probably won't. I know probably people won't put him in the category as that, but one thing that what Sir Alex instilled at his players was like, you go to the end, Fergie time, all of it, everything like there. And talking about Fletcher going in, unbelievable, off the chest, bang, back of the net, take a swing, put it in the back. It's true. We never stop going. It might not always be sexy football, but I'll tell you this, we never give up. And I hope the boys watch that. And it shows on the pitch too. And it shows on the pitch. And I talked about the unity. We always talk about the unity, and it definitely shows, because you want to play for other players. You want to go out and do more. Take that extra yard up, take that extra yard out to try to get to that guy. Get off the mat. We have to get off the mat in spite of ourselves sometimes. We do that, and we do. Like I said, our performances aren't always great, and he's always said that. We get off the mat time and time again, and I don't give a shit what any other team says. Well, everyone wants to anoint Birmingham City and everyone else. Stockport play pretty football. And all this shit, but we always get off the mat, and he's definitely instilled it into this team. That's Parkinson there for you.
bringing him on late on to try and find that goal. How important is that strength and depth that you've got on the bench when you try and impact the game?
Yeah, I mean, Fletch came on when it was 1-0. We were winning, which is unusual, really, because he's normally come on when we need a lift, and then they've scored a goal, which we're a bit disappointed with, but they have got some good attacking players, but we could have done better in that situation. And then obviously we've got the winner, and I thought Mo was a handful again when he came on, just for the limited time he was on. So pleased for Mo to get some game time, and Barney, really pleased for him to get a goal. I think it's been interesting, defenders watch him, and they've been overcompensating to stop him going down the line. So we've been speaking to him about coming inside and taking the inside, and maybe defenders now will be watching him and thinking, we've got to be careful, because he's great when he drives inside. And it was, good run from Dobbo. He took the other defender, the covering defender, away, and Barney's took the inside, and really pleased for him.
To claim another.
I want to give a shout out there too. I've been talking about Barney holding on to the ball too much. Okay, trying to do too much. They've kind of double teamed him over there, and he just brought that up about Barney cutting inside and doing different things, moving the ball quicker. Glad he made that shout out and made that adjustment, and Barney took that adjustment today and went in and created a goal. Awesome. The teams have watched us, obviously, and they target. And they target our players. And Barney is one of our star players. He's been a standout this year. So hearing him say he told Barney to do an adjustment cut inside, and he did it rather than rolling and keeping it out there. Good on him. Also, too, big shout out to Mo Fall and Rev. We just talked about that there coming on. He thought Mo was a handful. He likes Mo. I'm going to tell you right now. You got y'all out there who are doubting that Mo's got that doesn't have the brain or whatever to fit in the system or whatever like that. But he's going to be one for the future. Watch it. I like Mo Fall. Mo Fall will be a part of this team next year or later in this season. Mark my words. But he likes Mo. I like his football brain. It's not everyone's cup of tea because he's kind of a little bit leggy. He holds the ball up a little bit differently than a Fletch and a Palmer. But he likes him. And at the end of the pitch, at the end of the game, there, Mo had a run. It wasn't blistering fast because he was timing that. He was just taking his time. Remember last game, he went to the court and took a shot or whatever the hell he tried to do. This time he just kind of went on, had Rev in front of him, waited, put the ball through to Rev, and Rev went to the corner and put a little bit more pressure on Wigan, and we paused the game a little bit too. So that was good. He likes Mo, and I like him too. So I'm good that he shouted him out there, said he's a handful when he came on, and he was.
Late victory here at home in the manner that you have. Just how special does it feel, the general place and the supporters behind you at the minute?
Yeah, I think the last game of the calendar year, it was important for us today that we showed all the qualities, or as many as we possibly could, we have done over this calendar year. And just talk to Ben Tozer, who's here today doing some media work, that you can't always be your best, but it is, like you said, finding a way to win, and we've been good at that, and we need to continue that. And we kind of just found a way today, and we'll look at reasons why we weren't quite at our best. But like I said, sometimes that bit of fatigue can make a difference. The crowd were great again; they lifted us right to the end, and that's so important. This club is about the togetherness. It's as simple as that. That's what's brought us our success over the last few years. It's about the passion, the togetherness of the players in the team, the ones not in the team, every member of staff, and every supporter who comes into the ground has got to play the part. And they really helped the lads today.
When you reflect,
again, all that said, the togetherness, finding a way to win, all those things. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not. And when you're on the outside looking in, like, oh, how the hell did they do that? You'll hate us even more. You'll dislike it. But this is not everyone's brand of football, anyone's cup of tea, and how they like their sides to play. They want and ball, they want pet ball, or whatever it is. But I'll tell you this: it's exciting. We kick every goddamn ball. Go back and watch that watch along. I kicked every goddamn ball, and so did everyone there too, and so did everyone in and around in the STōK Cae Ras around the world too. And I do think that sometimes that magic, you can't quite put on it. You know what I mean? You can't quite put it on there of like, why? If it is that togetherness and that's what holds the glue, that's the glue stringing through with the little pearls there. awesome. We have something that other people don't have. You can't quite put like, why is someone funny? Or, why did that movie hit me? It's all about the interpretation. And I think that's part of what we were doing here too. This is our interpretation of Wrexham on the pitch and off the pitch, and putting our performances together with the team. And again, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's ours, and we love it. Hey, Hip Karma, how are you? You all right now? Good to see you. Welcome back. All right, final out here from Parkinson.
2024 as a whole, how are you going to remember this year?
Well, it's been a great year first of all, for the promotion, and we've got to be happy with the start we've made. We've got to be pleased with the league position. There's more to come. I do believe that. We've got Arthur, ready, to start training harder in this next few days, in the next week or so. Jack Marriott's back on the grass.
Yes.
He's, working hard to working hard for us, got a great goal and the other day and looked a threat today. So, yeah, we're pleased, and we're going to keep working, keep our feet firmly on the ground, and make sure the preparation is as professional as it can be each and every game.
Thank you, Phil.
Few hints right there.
Started exercising and quit after.
Few hints right there. What's happening? Weird commercials. Jesus Christ. Weird commercials on YouTube. What the hell was that? So he had a few hints there. He said, AO, obviously he was on the bench today. Get him back. So it's at a week or so, next couple of days or a week. Expect him back probably a couple of games before the Birmingham game. Okay. He won't be back. I don't think he'll be back. I think Port Vale was said. Maybe that's a possibility. We shall see. Maybe that's something to do for him. And we need him back because Chomp, I know he's doing his bits today, but moment of lapse today could have cost us a goal of just pure sloppiness. But it happens. No one's perfect. Okay. Talk about JM back on the grass. Watch out. JM back on the grass. Watch out. Get him back up to speed. Get him firing. Awesome. That's something to look out. Also in the January transfer window, check that out too. He also mentioned Mullen. Mullen had a great goal the other day. It was a confident goal when he's not playing that well or as a confident player. So Evans coming back. I don't know what's going on with Stash. Get guys back in. Start playing better football. Not winning football by moments, as we were talking about the moment of brilliance, but winning football games because we impose ourselves on us too. That's one thing I think we need to be a little bit better at, imposing our will on the other team and going and winning the game. Because we're giving up the same goal every game. I don't know what it is. Down the left side, chip in the back post or cross back, and the ball goes in. I don't know what's going on there, but that needs to be worked out. So moment of brilliance will always be there. Moment of brilliance will always be there because we have those type of players. But we have players coming back, and I think that's going to be part of it. John Merrill's in the house. Oh, my God. You guys are in the mud. What happened? Dropping so many points. Good to see you. I'm joking, man. Hope all's well. Steve Barton gifted 5 local pundit memberships. Thank you, absolute legend, Steve Barton. And yes, I'll tell you, I saw your chat over there. I love kitties. I love kittens. I just lost one of my best friends, Banksy Boy, a couple of weeks ago. So of course I love cats. I love Banks and I love cats. So put that in the chat. That's blasphemy. I love kittens. But Steve Barton, absolute legend of the chat, gifted 5 local pundit members. That's very generous of you. Hopefully John Merrill, he gets a membership. Oh, he does have a membership. Okay. After their huge loss today. Huge loss. But anyways, all right, let's get to Fletcher here. Actually, let's get to Fletcher here. And then I have something he talked about. Parkinson talked about who was here. It was Tozer did some post work for us. I wanted to talk about that also too. But let's talk to Fletcher and see what he has to say. Super sub, Fletch Lives. Here we go.
Late victory in stoppage time over Wigan Athletic here at the STōK Cae Ras. How do you reflect back on that one?
Need to take a minute. My celebration was too much. I knew straight away as soon as I started running, I need to stop. No, it's a great win. A great win, especially after the game the other day as well. We've been scoring and conceding, and obviously we had back-to-back draws we had, and then we've actually managed to get the winner the other day. And we've done it again. We'd like to have a bit more comfortable games, but it wouldn't be Wrexham without a bit of fun with it.
He said everything that I think I said during the game. Was I'd like to have a comfortable win, but that wouldn't be the Wrexham way. But it's true. And by the way, he did run to the halfway line and celebrate the goal. Didn't do tummy sticks or whatever he did. I don't know what he calls his celebration. Gunslinger. But no, he's honestly, it wouldn't be the Wrexham way. And it's true. And we're all very lucky to be a part of this too. And by the way, Barton gives another 5 memberships to the local pundit. Welcome all to the local pundit members group, members club. Thank you, Steve. That's 10. My guy right there, Steve Barton, is not my father, but he's a great contributor to the channel. In fact, one of the best, and we really much appreciate it. 50 people in here, please smash a like. Come on, get that up here. Smash that like. Before we get back to the video, John Merrill says on Birmingham said, yeah, today wasn't great. Horrendous injury to Buchanan in the first couple of minutes, but we made 4 odd changes. It should be fresh stuff for New Year's Day. Yes, I'm very sorry about that injury. I saw that somebody went down. Hopefully he's okay. I'm not sure what was the injury, John. And hopefully he gets better soon. Great win. Love it. Yes, it's Raymond Blood. Okay, back to this interview here.
How vital can these kind of wins be to a season? Obviously, you're a very experienced player. There's victories maybe where you haven't got that margin, but you're in the game. Yeah. It's a tight game, but you manage to come out on top.
It's a tough period. It's a tough period. It's a tough period for everyone, really. The Christmas period is always hectic.
Yeah.
And CAF's always been using a lot of different players and that. So we need everyone. And like you said there, the victories coming out of this period with a good bunch of points that we have is great. And obviously then getting into January. So it's good.
For you, on a personal note, you could see by the celebration.
First, on a personal note, so he used a lot of different players. I don't think he's using a lot of different players. That's one thing I'll just kick back at. I don't think he's using a lot of different players. I don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We won. I don't give a shit.
How much it means to you, but from the stage of your career and obviously the injuries that you've had this season, do you feel that you relish these moments a little bit more and make the most of them?
Yeah, of course. I just want to go out there and score goals. I know obviously my time's been limited, which, you know, obviously right now with my knee and stuff, it's working well with me and the gaff. You know, when he needs me, I try and go in and do what I can to as Steve would say, bring the bacon home.
And then
love it right there. Like, he's got a knee injury, whatever it is, they're managing it. He's good for 15. He probably doesn't train. I'm not saying he doesn't train hard. You know, he's at 37. Is he 37 years old? So, you know, he's saying, I could do 15 for you. I'm going to go out and put it all on the field. And God damn it, he wears Wrexham on his chest like we do. You know, he does everything about it. All his performance. He's going out there. He's going to go balls deep for the last 15 minutes. For the last 15 minutes, whatever he's got to do to win a football match. And that's what he does. And that's what Gaffer, I can give you 17 today. I can give you 20 today. But all the 15 and 17, 20, you know he's going to go out and he's going to try to win the football game. And true to his form, he goes out and he does. And I know we didn't talk about this earlier, but he put the penalty in too for the last match. And Parkinson was like, you guys figure it out. And he stepped up and put it in there. He stepped up and put that in for the other game. So he's a big game player. He's big for this team, and he's helping us through the tough times right now. It is. Steve Barton says, I don't like great names in the chat. It saddens me. I agree with you, brother. I want you to be a member. And thank you for that.
From your side of things as well, while you may be coming in those latter parts of the game, just how much of a good job is everyone doing at the minute to get the points total that we're on?
Oh, it's a team effort. It's a team effort, even not just the players, the staff and everyone around the club. It's been brilliant. And like we said, we knew it was going to be a tough period, the Christmas one, and we've come out, I'd say we'll be relatively happy.
Just finally,
you know, true to fair, those two, we did drop points, but we got to be real happy with that. We still have, looking back on what we took in the last few games, I know we should have beaten Cambridge, or, you know, we should have taken points, but I'm just saying, like, we got to be happy with it. So it's in the bag, it's in the books, move forward. And it's we're in good position. We cannot complain about that. We're in a really good position.
Final game of the year, victory in the final game of the year. How do you reflect back on 2024?
It's been good. It's been good. Obviously, we're promotion and up again to another league, a new league for me as well. I've never played in League One before, so it's been fun.
Wow.
And I'll make it continue.
Thank you, Steve.
Cheers. Thank you.
Big fan of him and what he's doing on the pitch. Big fan of him. So long may it continue. Keep him healthy. If he got 15, 17 minutes in him, whatever, keep him healthy. I really like it. If he's our impact player, awesome. Like I said, right now, you know, the Palmer thing for me, and they get a lot of shit for it. They get a lot of shit for the Palmer stuff. I believe it aside. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. But him coming on and changing the game, awesome. Him and Big L came and did a good job today. They really, really did. They really did. They changed the game for sure. We needed fresh legs. We did. Sadly, looked like a horrible leg break, if I'm honest, but could be the AC. But it was also could be ACL. He was holding his knee. Certainly affected us. Might have gone to the market now for a left back for John Mayer. Well, I hope Buchanan gets better, and it's unfortunate. Never want to see injuries. You never want to do it. Any team, doesn't matter. Any team. So, from BSKY. B Sky, is that, I don't know, from Sky? I think it's Sky. The feeling of seeing Fletcher and Lee come in near 70 minutes. Could we bottle it? It's like when the fire department rolls up. Lloyd Dabbler. Okay. It's like when the fire department rolls up. Could we bottle it? No, we didn't. We did not bottle it. B Sky? I don't know what that is. B Sky? Blue Sky? I don't know what Blue Sky is. No clue. No idea. Is that the new? Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not on Blue Sky. All right, last one here by Barney.
Yourself on a late win here at the STōK Cae Ras over Wigan. How are you feeling?
Really good. It was a big 3 points. I think fair play to Wigan. They come and impose their game plan really well. I thought they were really organised and played the ball about well. We knew in the second half that the spaces and the gaps would open up for us eventually, you know, with them running out of energy, and luckily we got the win in the end.
Back-to-back home wins late at the death here at STōK Cae Ras. Just what does it show about the character of everyone around the squad?
I think it shows that it's that never say die attitude, especially playing here at home. You know, the fans, they drive us through till minute 97, I think it was today. And
yeah, we did.
We just keep fighting, and if we need to cut out the sloppy goals, but so that we don't have to leave it so late. But it's great to get the 3 points.
Yeah, it's great to see points there. Yeah, okay, I know about the Blue Sky. That doesn't matter. I don't get into that shit. Okay. Yeah, so we talked about 3 points. Never give them. Yeah, 97 minutes. Had to do all 97 minutes, or where we were going down. We would never go down. You know, so push on. I like it. I like what Barney. You know, I like the fact that Barney. Barney's a player who's definitely, I said earlier, has been targeted in regards to like double teaming, but took it on his own accord to like, fuck, I'm going to cut inside. Man, Gaffer told me to do it and go, and I'm going to shoot. So good on him. And I've been a little critical of it holding onto the ball. And today he did not do that. You could see there was a little bit different game plan for him, and Parkinson confirmed it earlier. So good for him.
Almost a sense of when you've conceded a goal, there's never a case where your head drops, because you know exactly what you've got in the squad and the capabilities that you have got to go and get those late goals.
Yeah, it's the same mentality. Even when we have scored, the gaffer tells us to push on and try and get another, and you can't let a goal get you down. I know we've had a couple late ones in the last few weeks, and they've been tough, but I think it just shows the character that we've got in this group. For Fletch to come on and produce a moment like that is brilliant.
And for you, another goal, another big contribution on the attacking end. Just how have you enjoyed this season at League One level? Because it feels like you really have.
Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been sort of a tougher last few weeks. You know, teams have sort of stopped me going on my right foot, and that shows tonight when the gaffer tells me if they're not letting you down the line, you cut in and shoot or even cross. But I've really enjoyed it. You know, the team have been brilliant. We've had a really good start, but we want to push on into the new year and continue the form.
And for you,
awesome. Confirmed it. We've been saying it the last couple of games too. They've been doubling up, hadn't been able to go on his right, cut inside, take a shot. That right there. Good for him. And he took the coaching from the gaffer and did that. And it worked out well today. He had a couple great crosses in today too that no one got on. Fair play to him. And Rathbone also too. Rathbone played well in moments as well too. Love you, Josh, but Palmer serves a purpose. Fair enough. I said I'm leaving it. I'll leave it. He does serve a purpose, and we won. So what does it matter? You know what I mean? Even if I hate it or don't like it, but we did. We won. He does serve a purpose. So thank you for
through the tougher periods, and you've got the manager saying to you, go on your other foot. Are you almost having to develop at another level from what you already have done?
Yeah, of course. It's that experience that you've got from your career, and teams are going to be looking at us and what our strengths are, and they're going to be saying, don't let him on his right. But that's where you've got to adapt your game, and you've got to become better and work out ways to break down the opposition.
And not just for yourself.
He's even evolving over himself, and I like that. John's going to go have some food. Happy New Year. Awesome. Yeah, Happy New Year, brother. Good to see you soon. Nikki D says, see you soon. Be right. evolution of who he is and growing as a player, he's going to need to, because when we're in the championship next year, clip it. I don't give a shit. When we're in the championship next year, he'll be our starting right back. Watch.
Development level, the whole squad. How do you feel the step up has been with where we are at this point in the season?
I think it's been really positive. We've had a couple of difficult results, but if you notice, we always sort of bounce back as a squad. Yeah, we pull together. We've got a great sort of camaraderie in the dressing room, and it's brilliant. We've had a good start again, but we've just got to keep taking it game by game and see where we end up.
And feet.
True that. Good camaraderie. Go from there. Got to keep moving forward. We talked about the dips. Remember where I talked about the dips? How can we recover from them? Those were the 2 draws we have for our dips. I'll take those dips right there. I will. And it's a long season. Listen, it's gonna get harder. Every game is gonna be a banana in the tailpipe, and I'll continue to say that. I might say it till the end of the year. Every game's a banana in the tailpipe. Let's not fall for it. And I think one of the things I'd like us to do was not make the games more difficult than they need to for us. And I'll say it again. We have not even touched our best football yet. Not even touched it. I mean, Mullen's got like 2 goals. Come on now. Our highest top goal scorer was JM up until like a couple weeks ago, and he's been out for 3 months almost. And then Elliott Lee, and then Max Cleworth. Come on now. We haven't even touched it. We haven't even touched the surface, scratched the surface about what we can do. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to get harder. We should not try to make it harder on ourselves. And Goopy Splat says, thank you, Steve Barton. There you go. Happy New Year. And you rock, Steve Barton. He does. Absolutely. Says Hip Karma. Let's finish this out, and let's get everyone out of here and enjoy their Sunday.
Promotion, obviously your position in the league currently. How do you reflect back on what has clearly been a very good year for yourself?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. Ever since I've joined, there's been so many highs. It couldn't have gone any better, if I'm totally honest. I've loved it. It's brilliant. I feel at home here, and long may it continue.
Looking ahead to the new year, trip on the road, big away allocation. You must be really excited to kick off 2025 in the best possible way if you can.
Yeah, we're going to go there and give it our best, try and get the 3 points like we always do. And we know that the Wrexham fans will travel in their numbers like they always do and give us support until the end.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, we got that game on the 1st. Barnsley, we're playing. Where is that? Yeah, Barnsley. That's going to, honestly, I have to do it. I have to do the Barnsley game. We have so many people coming in this house, 2 dogs. I have to do the Barnsley game in our owners' closet in the mudroom, because I have nowhere else to do it. So you will see me with like a bunch of shit behind me, as you always do. But so it's going to be an interesting one for me. But I'm excited to do that. So good on Barney. Yeah, I took matters into his own hands today, and I like that. I like that. And Barton also says we are so underperforming. And thanks for the membership, JT. Yes, can't continue enough to say how happy I am where we are, how happy I am what we're doing. Again, your team's got to win ugly to go up. This is an army crawl league. And we're doing it. And it's also tough to play really sexy football in a league, in even the championship. It's a fight. It's a food fight all the time. And everyone's gunning for us. So we should be really proud of where we're at the end of 2024. Also, I want to also put this out there too on a personal note. This is I think our 604th video for the local pundit, which is insane. So I want to thank everyone else for being a part of it. I think our 604th, 603rd video. So long may it continue, and thank you all very much for being a supporter there too, being a supporter of the local pundit. So please subscribe and share it out, and hit the like button too if you could. Thank you. Esteban says, I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. No, we're not. And Bruce says, first team to win 35 points at home at the top of the English Premier League or division all of Europe. That's a good stat, Bruce. Good stat, Bruce. Well done. Good stat right there. And let's wear it like a badge of honor. So I also want to do this too real quick. Tozer
90 actually deserved to edge it. Well, I think probably
Tozer was doing some work for us.
If you're upset, take yourself out of the dressing room, get away from the lads. And there will be one or two that are upset, but
I missed it here. I saw him talking.
But when they they take the shirt and they do well when it comes along. But 2, it keeps the standards. It drives the standards at the level that needed to win games like this.
Good to see Toads back. I don't know if he's going to join the team or not for the commentary team.
The winner today because of the way that they train and they go about their business.
I want to hear
That
this
was all
bit
set
before we go.
2 or 3 years ago. The culture of the place when Ben was here, of those standards being driven every day. And if you're not in the team, you don't moan, you just get on with it, and you've got to push to try and get back in.
And Ben, having led the group through that period that Andy talks of, I'm sure, of course, the ambition is always to keep a squad where everyone's pointing in the same direction and focused. And
Got to row in the
backing
same
players on
direction,
the field
and
if
anything
they're
in life.
not.
Got to
But
row
there
in the
must
same
be
direction.
times, inevitably, where there's disappointments or players see guys coming in who are going to play in their position. How do you deal with that as a leadership group, yourself, Phil, and others, to try and keep the harmony?
People are always going to have their moments when they're left out of the team, left out of the squad. They're going to sulk. But what, the gaffer, it's recruiting the right people as well. And for me, when I wasn't playing, it's kind of setting an example by the way that you behave, and letting people know that, I'm not going to sulk. I'm not going to be the one to spit my dummy out. And it's not about me, because ultimately it's about the lads that are on the pitch. And if I can do anything to help the lads that are on the pitch, then ultimately that helps me, because if we're winning, we're all winning. So that's the way you kind of have to look at it. You're always going to get people that are, upset, but just if you're upset, take yourself out of the dressing room, get away from the lads. And there will be one or two that are upset, but ultimately,
If you're not disappointed though when you're left out, then you shouldn't be a footballer, because that's what you're paid to do. At the end of the day, it's how you respond to that and how you react to that is really important.
And as you say as well, it's if you kind of in football, you make your own luck as well. If you're out of the team and you're doing the right things, when you get back in the team, you will do the right things in the game and you'll keep your position. But if you're not doing the right things when you're out of the team, you won't stay in the team.
You're not ready.
So you're not making your own luck. So yeah, that all goes hand in hand, really.
Good to see him there, and I just want to get that out there too. Just listen to what he had to say. Do miss Toes. He was a great legend of the club, Toes the thrower, and he's true. And I'll talk about the Barton thing in a second. Thank you for the super chat. He's right. There probably are some guys on the bench right now that want to play. I could name a couple right now off the top of my head that are like, why the fuck am I not in the team? Why am I not playing? 100%. You know why. And one of them, probably Scar. I'll say that, probably Scar for sure. But Moles was probably thinking about it a couple weeks ago too, getting an opportunity. So for sure, you got to think that players are in there, they're upset, and they're right. You got to prep for opportunity. That's what he said. You got a preparation for opportunity, and go out there and when you're called upon, next man up, do your business, go out there too. But if you're not all rowing in the right direction, which I think that Parkinson is definitely doing, and you cannot perform at a high level. I think we talked about this in the post game show, Wrexham time. We can't all be. Not everyone. I think it was Lexi that brought it up. You can't all be firing on all the same cylinders. You go out, you have a bad game, whatever. You're not going to be delivering. Dobson right now might go through a little spell, although Dobson, I think, had a fantastic second half. He improved. The first half was crap. His second half was absolutely stellar. But you're not always going to hit the highs on every single game. Got to go through the lows and up there too. And if you're getting pulled out of a team, you're disappointed. You should be. You're a competitor. You're a competitor, and you're a professional football player, and you want to play every match. So he's right. Now, Parkinson, is his job to go and deal with that. And I think he is dealing with it well. You can tell by the results and where we are in this League One campaign going into halfway through the season, going into 2024. So it's cool inside. I like having Toes there. You like having a guy who was just recently here, knows what's going on. He said, you're disappointed. Go out, take your shirt, go outside, go bitch outside of the locker room by yourself. Come back in, dust yourself off, and go out and work hard for the other guys on the team. It's awesome, and for the managing, the coaching staff, and for the town, and for Wrexham. So good to see you. Also, Steve Barton, thank you very, very much. That is very, 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 very generous of you for the $50 super chat. Again, not lost on me. I appreciate all of you support, and Steve, you definitely everything. It's very, very special. I really appreciate it. So yes, the milestone is for us hitting 603, I think it is 604 shows, which is awesome. So I spent a lot of time with all of you, and Steve, you are a great contributor to the channel. I'm very much appreciative to everyone and everyone in the chat as well. Awesome. So thank you very much for that. Moving on real quick. That's a great stat. Esteban, is Torres being added to the coaching staff? No, I think he might be maybe added. He speaks very well. He speaks very, very well. And sound like Toast was talking about TOC and the Huff being out of the team. It could be Stash, David. It could be Stash. He wasn't on the bench again. What's going on there? Definitely Scar is on the bench and Stash is there. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Wickham have. How you doing, Wickham? Good. Wayne, how you good? Good to see you, man. And good having you on earlier today in Wrexham. Good to see you. All right, let's get everyone out of here. We are going into 2025 in second place. 48 points, which is fantastic. A good milestone for us. Long may it continue, but it's going to be hard work. So good win today. Came through. Some good performances all over the pitch. Ali Rathbone, we haven't really mentioned today. And Dobson came in second half. And Matty James, Mr. Steady. Matty James. But also, I'll say right now, I think Techie said it. James and Dobson, I don't think work well. I don't think it works either. So something's got to be figured out there. But Dobson had a great second half. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll figure it out. We got to go into this. We got to go into January, go into the market, and get the players back who are injured back on the pitch, and continue to do what we're doing because it's there for the taking. It is there for the taking. And Steve Barton is a gentleman and a scholar. Yep, he is totally a gentleman and a scholar. And Wickham have most goals. Peterborough second, but they are 18th over. Other 6 teams in the top 7 are fairly equal on goals. So we aren't the only ones struggling for goals. True. It's a tough league, Wayne. It's a tough league. And he's totally right. All right. Again, we really appreciate Steve Barton for the super chat and for the memberships. Please smash a like on the way out and subscribe and share it out to everybody. And if anything breaks, we'll be here live. As you know, got to get the printer ready before the January transfer window. But we'll be live for the watch along on the 1st against Barnsley away. So on that bombshell, I'll see you all soon.